you so much for having us over. I appreciate it. I'm gonna start by getting a microphone on you.
Hi, my name is Silvia Barban and I'm the chef at La Rovina Pastificio Vino. So today we're making Calabrian chili spaghetti alla chitarra with Mutti, tomato, and burrata and colatura di alici. Spaghetti alla chitarra we're making today. So first we're gonna make the pasta. You know, as Italians don't like to measure anything, it's just the filling. That's how I know the amount. So we're putting the Calabrian chilies as well in it. We're putting the eggs. I always make fresh pasta, yes. Living in New York is, a tough task. And making pasta reminds me to be home in Italy. And then reminds me also to be home with my grandma, and that's the person that actually taught me how to cook. So if you see, we're just beating the eggs, and already the color of the pasta is like turning red. I started to cook when I was about 7, around the age, if I remember. So I was a very hyper kid, and so my grandmother was a tough one. The way to let me cool down, it was actually cooking with her. So that's how everything started. And when I was 10, she passed away. And I was like, so who is gonna cook for everybody? Who's gonna take care of the family? Well, I guess I'm gonna do something about it and I'm gonna cook. I came in New York about 7 years ago. I was supposed to stay here 3 months. I told my boyfriend, it's gonna be just 3 months, don't worry about it. And I'm still here, and I don't have a boyfriend anymore. I'm from a little town called Castronno. At that time, I wanted to be a pastry chef. It didn't work out. No, I'm just joking. So next step, we're making the sauce. So here we have the garlic and the olive oil. I'm not leaving it there. It's just for flavor and that's it. So you see I'm taking off the garlic. So I'm putting some Mutti polpa. I told my mother that I was doing this and my mother was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. We always use Mutti at home. Like, yeah, it's the destiny. And then I don't have to put a lot of salt, as later we're gonna use colatura di alici. It's the Italian fish sauce. You put a drop of that and you're done. I'm gonna play some music. Now this is a chitarra, not for playing music, but for making pasta. I cook and I don't feel nothing else around me. And the same thing, it was actually for ceramic. I was like, I'm very stressed out, and I started ceramic and I was like, this is the best things why I didn't do that before? A dream of mine is one day to have enough time to make ceramic and then have all the plates in my restaurants made by me.
How far off are you from that dream?
This is what I have right now. So I think it's a little far. Do you guys want some chocolate? The bigger things that I miss about Italy is actually my family. I have a little niece. It's always nice to remember how it was to be home, and I feel like food is a way to feel again those memories. I know I eat something, I make something, and it's like, oh, when I was a child, that's what happened when I did that. But yeah, memories and cooking. Even like the smell right now of this tomato, it reminds me home. Every Sunday, my mother will make in tomato sauce. She will make eggplant parmigiana, and she will use always like the Mutti polpa, actually. My philosophy in cooking, I feel like food can change your day. You're sad, you go to a restaurant or you go home and you eat something and you're like, oh, now I'm happy. And not just because you're full, because maybe in your mind you have the idea that your wife or your husband made the dish, and even if it doesn't taste good, it's still comforting. My grandmother used to make the best roasted potatoes ever. So she passed away, and the first recipe I tried to make it again was the roasted potatoes. And when I got so close, I was like, all right, I don't want to do anymore. If I make it better, then I will change all my memories and everything. So I just want to have that thought, and I want to know, like, I know how she was making it. but I don't want to make it because I just want to have that memory inside of me and not changing it. So now we're gonna drop all these things. Simone, why don't you come here and help me?
Tell me, what do you
This is Simone. He's my best friend, and now he's here visiting. It's a two-person job. Salami. You're in an Italian house, even if we're in Brooklyn. And this is the dish. So these are the spaghetti alla chitarra, the Calabrian chilies in the dough. We have the burrata on top, some oregano, dry oregano from Italy, some basil, and of course polpa mutti. And I feel like I'm back home. Pretty good at cooking sometimes, huh?
Thank you.
It's all right. It'll work out.
Let us know about the emergency.
It's amazing.
Maybe we should get another.